Hey guys, today I have decided to jump on a bandwagon, believe it or not. My eye looks so bad on camera. I feel like it doesn't look that bad in person, but on camera it looks awful. I don't know what this is. I'm gonna have to get it checked out. But anyway, I have saw this trend going around for the L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour Freshware Powder Foundation. And I'm excited to try it. It is a full matte coverage waterproof foundation. And it was sold out everywhere. I was even in Ulta today and it was sold out, but I was able to find my shade. It was sold out in my shade. I could find like deeper shades, but my shade personally I couldn't find. But I was able to find this on CVS. So it still looks like it might be a tad bit deep. So we'll have to try it and see. But I got the shade Vanilla is what I got. So this is what it looks like. It's a little compact like this. So you open it up, you get the foundation on top, and then you raise up the foundation and you have a mirror there. And then you get your little applicator. Then when I was thinking I was going to try this, I was like, you know, there was another powder foundation that just recently came out that I wanted to try, so I just jumped on that too. So I have the Fenty Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation, and I am excited to compare these two and see which is my favorite. I don't want to say which is better because I feel like they both have like attributes that could be good for one reason or another. But this is what the Fenty one looks like. Very nice little sleek packaging. I did wear this to church yesterday. Had to think about it. There is a mirror in the top there, and then here on the bottom you get the foundation. I got the shade 210, and then you raise up that and you get your applicator down here, and I used it yesterday, so that's why it's sturdy. But then this is not technically a mirror, but it looks like one, so you could use it as one, I guess, but it's part of the packaging. Anyway, I wanted to compare the two and just see, you know, which is my favorite, which one I like better. The Fenty one, I believe, is a light to we'll have to look up. I think it's light to full coverage or light to medium coverage. I can't remember. I feel like it's light to full because it was like kind of a buildable thing, like you can build it up. So I wore this yesterday. I really actually did like it, and it looked a lot better than I thought it was going to look. So I was a little worried, but it wore beautifully, and I really liked it. So in the Fenty foundation, you get 9.1 grams is the net weight, and then in the L'Oreal you get 9 grams, so it's basically the same size. So the shades aren't, of course, spot on, but I did pretty good to order online. If I do pat myself on the back just a little bit, they look more similar than I thought they were going to look. So the packaging is very similar. Of course, Fenty's feels a lot more sleek and just nice. But I'm going to swatch them together so we can just kind of, I mean, they are my skin color. It's not like we're going to be able to tell a whole lot from them, but maybe we can kind of compare the shades a little. Okay, so I swatched them on the back of my hand here. This top one is the L'Oreal, and this one is the Fenty foundation. So they're pretty close. I mean, this one's a little bit lighter than the Fenty. The Fenty was a little bit of a smoother swatch. The L'Oreal is a little bit powdery. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it just kind of like got a little bit powdery. So as far as that goes, you know, that's the comparison there. But the L'Oreal is a little bit lighter. So we'll see how it looks on my face when I get it on there. They both have basically the same applicator too. So We'll see how that goes. It's going to try to do the full wear test of the L'Oreal foundation, but I'm not patient enough for that, so I didn't want to wait. So since it's a powder foundation, I want to wear a moisturizing primer. So I'm going to use my Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. I've been using this quite a bit here lately. At first I wasn't like super impressed with it, but I really enjoyed it lately. I don't know if it's because my skin's been a little bit more dry lately or what, but it's just like my skin just soaks that up when I put it on. So it's very nice. It's like an extension of my skincare. So, which one first? I think I'm going to do the L'Oreal first since I've used the Fenty. So I kind of know a little bit more about it. A lot of people don't like these applicators, but I find that it applies the product pretty well. So I'm going to try to do this like half the face. Half the face is one, half the face is the other. So we'll do L'Oreal on this side. So. And I'm not using concealer. I did use concealer yesterday, but I'm not using it right now. So that was pretty simple. This is, of course, the side with the L'Oreal foundation. Kind of get up a little bit closer so you can see. This, of course, is without. So you can kind of see I try to stay as close to the center as I could. It gives me pretty good coverage, honestly, which is really, really nice. And I even, on my nose right here, that's always like a telltale sign of how a foundation is going to wear for me. But it's not clinging to anything there, and it looks really good. So happy about that. I went ahead and put more up under my eye there and even on top of the lid. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed, I have to say. So this side is L'Oreal. And now we're going to do Fenty. So Fenty's going to be this side. I'm using the Fenty applicator. I saw a lot of people talking about how they couldn't get the best coverage with the Fenty. But honestly, I got pretty good coverage, I have to say. Okay, so here's the Fenty side. There's no denying that they're two different colors. But it still, I think, looks pretty good. And I like the coverage that I've gotten from it. And I feel like it's looking pretty good. I need to fix this here. So I'm going to take just a little bit. Not that I don't have I have coverage. It's not that I'm looking for more coverage necessarily out of my L'Oreal side. I want to see if I can build it up a little bit and make it a little bit darker to kind of match this side. So what I did yesterday with my Fenty foundation is I took my powder brush. So once I was done putting it all over my face, I just took and just kind of, you know, took the brush and over it with a little bit. So I think I'm going to do that today. So I'm just going to dip into the Fenty. the same with the L'Oreal. I'm going to do just what I did with the Fenty. A lot more kick up in that one. Okay, so let's take a look. This is my L'Oreal side. Full coverage, flawless, no complaints. Fenty. Full coverage, flawless, no complaints. So I like this color for me better on the L'Oreal side. I wish this one was a little bit lighter, but that's just what happens when you're ordering offline. So there's no concealing that necessarily, but this side was in the sun and this one wasn't. Just kidding. So I really like them both, to be quite honest. In my opinion, I mean, like, the L'Oreal is just as good as the Fenty. There is a scent to the L'Oreal. It's like a kind of floral, almost makeup-y scent, I guess. And with the Fenty, I was wondering if it would have like that signature Fenty smell that it always, but I don't smell anything. There's nothing. So, here's side by side comparison. It's basically the same amount of product. I'm wanting to say I paid like $12 for this one, and then this one I think is $35 or $39. So, you know, I'll put the prices here on the screen so you can see. But yeah, I think that when I do that, you can't see as well, so I'm gonna take them away. But I think that it looks really, really good, quite honestly. And I'm not a powder foundation person, but I mean, that was really quick. Really, really quick. So let me do just a little quick makeup, and I'll be right back, and we'll see what it looks like done and see if it looks a little bit more seamless with all my makeup done. What do you guys think? Does it look as different as it did before? Like, I know there's still a difference. I'm not trying to say that there's not, but I think it does look a little more blended, maybe. Not as, you know, crazy. Maybe, who knows? I don't know. But yeah, this was just after finishing everything. So I didn't do like a super anything look. I did something simple. I just did some bronzer, blush, highlight, and then I just put bronzer in my crease. I did a little bit of liner and mascara, and basically I skipped eyeshadow because I just decided to do that. So this is L'Oreal side, and this is the Fenty side. So I'm happy. I like both of them, so I'm probably going to be using both of them. I think it went on quickly. It was very easy to apply, and it just looks good. It just looks good on the skin. Like, I could put other powders on top of it and not move the foundation so much that it was, you know, taking that away from either side. And I just think that it looks, I think it looks good, period. So it's like, yeah, I think you can get full coverage out of both, honestly. I really do. Now, if you have a lot of texture on your skin or dryness on your skin, yeah, it's going to cling to that. I'm an oily person, so I don't have a lot of dry patches on my skin. That is one of the reasons. One of the reasons I went with a moisturizing primer was because I was putting on a powder foundation, and you know, that was something that I wanted to be mindful of. And also, I didn't put any concealer on today, so You're getting the full effect of my under eyes. But yeah, I think that everything looks really, really good. I'm gonna say it. I think it looks good. So I am pleased with not only L'Oreal over here, Miss L'Oreal. I like this color the best, I think, for sure. Like this color. I'm also pleased with Fenty. I think it looks great. It's very blended, very seamless. Everything just looks really good, I think. So maybe this could be like my summer shade. And then this could be my now shade. You know? So if you're looking for, maybe, I had it backwards. If you're looking for a powder foundation and you don't want to spend Fenty price, which I totally get, that's a lot of money for a powder foundation, then maybe check out the L'Oreal if you can find it. Now this has been like really big and popular on TikTok right now, and I think that's a big reason that you can't find it anywhere. That's why I think I heard about it, maybe is because of TikTok. I'm not on there a whole lot, but of course I still hear things. But yeah, I just really love this. I think it's beautiful. The color, I think, is just like almost my perfect match. That's one of the reasons I love it. But yes, maybe this could be like my summer shade, you know. Not that it's hugely different, but just that it's a little bit deeper, so that way when I get a little bit darker, maybe, then you know, it'll look good. So I'm pleased though, and I would definitely, if you want to say it, I'll call this a dupe for the Fenty. But I like them both. I'll be using both. But yes, if you want to say it, I'll definitely say that I think it's a dupe. I think that they cover just as well. The one thing I will complain about with the L'Oreal foundation, number one, it's hard. I'll complain about two things. It's hard to find. That's my major complaint is the shade range. There's not a good shade range for this foundation. I am very surprised at the foundation range. For it to be L'Oreal, for it to be a product from them, which they have a pretty decent shade range in other foundations that they have, for it to be from them, I'm kind of surprised that they only have a few shades in this. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that it's not enough. So I know that a lot of people will have a hard time finding their shade with this, and so that is my one downfall. That is where Fenty, I think they have like 50 different shades. So yeah, you're definitely gonna find your shade in Fenty. That's one good thing about going with the Fenty one. So yes, you're gonna pay a higher price, but you're gonna get your shade most likely. So they even have like a shade matcher thing on there, and if you've ever ordered from them before, they say that you know, if you have a shade in their liquid foundation, either just the regular or their matte, I forget what the regular one's called. I don't know if it's like a luminous or whatever, but anyway, if you have a shade in that foundation in either of those, and it should match and correlate with this. So that's what they say. I don't know that to be true myself, but I'm just saying that I've heard that. So yeah, I'm happy. I think it looks good. I am pleased with everything, and like I said, I'm not a powder foundation person, but I think that this is actually something that I would probably use and really get the most out of. Especially on those days when I'm just in a hurry and I just want to get out the door. Like, this would be so quick, so easy, so simple. Just put it on and go. That's what I like about it. So but definitely, if you are oily, it's gonna help. Like the Fenty one, when I wore it to church, I got oily for sure. There's really no cure for oiliness, but I didn't it still contained my oils, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I didn't set it, of course. It's a powder foundation. Why would I put more powder on top of powder? But it really did contain my oils. My nose was still good by the end of the day. And I mean, Sundays are always a huge, like, it's a long day for me. I start early in the morning and it ends late at night. So it's not only church, but there's other things that go on. So you know, it was really like, it held up well. I'll say this one wears really well. So I've not tried this one out like a whole day to know how it wears. So that's another thing. But as far as like first initial application, they look pretty similar. So, but yeah, I definitely call it a dupe. If you want me to say yes or no, I will say yes, it is a dupe. So, but yeah, I'm very pleased, very happy. I think it looks great. I keep looking at it because I'm so surprised that it's a powder foundation and it looks as good as it does, and it's got as good a coverage as it does, because with this foundation, with any powder foundation, you are going to have, you know, I feel it's going to be harder to get the coverage, but this really, really gives great coverage. And so I'm very, very pleased. I really, really am. I can only say good things about it. So, I do have a picture of when I actually done the foundation before I put any product on top. I did take that picture, so I'll insert it here. So that was before any product was placed on top. And then of course, I'll always have my picture at the end of the finished product. So that's with everything applied. So I'm surprised at how much I like it. I'll just be honest, because I was like, I'm wasting my money because I'm not going to wear a powder foundation and it's just going to be just a waste. But I don't think I wasted my money, and I think that I'll definitely be wearing both of these. So yes, I'm very, very pleased, very happy. And if you are looking for a good powder foundation, either one of these is a great choice in my opinion. I think that they're both great foundations, but I also think that this one has a better shade range. Yes, it's more expensive, but you're getting a better shade range on this one. This one's cheaper, but you're still going to get the same coverage out of both. So that's your decision on which, you know, which one you go with. But I have both because I'm that excessive. But yeah, I need help. But that is, I don't even have words to describe. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative, and when I looked on YouTube to find a video like this to compare them, because I was only going to get one and try it out, and so when I found or when I did the search on YouTube just to try to find somebody who compared the two, I found some videos, but not a whole lot. And so I'm not the first person to come up with this idea by any means. I'm not trying to say that, but I didn't find a whole lot of videos like this. So I hope that if you do stumble across this video, just, you know, trying to find something to compare the two to see which one you would like better. Just know that they are very, very similar in their coverage, in their packaging even, you know, like the packaging is, I mean, it's plastic. Both of them are plastic. And, but the packaging itself, Fenty, of course, is a little bit nicer, I'm not going to lie. But you open it up, you have a mirror, you have the foundation. You raise the foundation, whoop, and then you have their sponge. That little applicator sponge is basically, it feels the same as with the L'Oreal. So L'Oreal, you open it up, you don't have the mirror here, but you do have a mirror. So here's the product. You have a mirror down here, and then you have the sponge applicator. So same thing, same deal. Yeah, and there is a scent to the L'Oreal one. If I think I did say that, but in case I didn't, there is a little bit of a scent to this that just smells kind of like a tiny bit perfumey, but mostly just kind of like makeup to me is what it smells like. So if you know the smell of makeup, you know what I'm talking about. So but yeah, I really like both of them, and I will be definitely using both, and I'm just excited to find a couple powder foundations that I truly, truly enjoy. Like, I really did think, am I just going to waste my money in doing this? Is it just going to be for a video and that's it? But no, I think I'm definitely going to get use out of them. So I'm very, very excited about it. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that it was informative, and that you know, if you're trying to make a decision about either one of them, that this may help. And if you've not thought about one or the other, that maybe if you're looking for a quick, easy foundation, that this might give you another option. So sorry for rambling. I'm gonna shut up now. But I do appreciate you watching the videos. I truly, truly do. For those tried and true people who are always here, I appreciate you so very much for your love and support. I appreciate everybody for their love and support, but especially since I've gone through everything that I've gone through, today is a better day. So I just want to keep you guys updated and let you know that I'm doing a little bit better. So I never want to say it's getting easier, because I don't feel like easy is a good way to describe it. But I feel like I'm able to process things a little bit better, at least today. Tomorrow could be a totally different story, but for today, I'm doing okay. So thank you guys very much for all of your support. I appreciate it so very much. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.